Kingston Container Terminal divested. CARICOM Review Commission launched. And Minister Vaz unveils plans for Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. I'm Lorraine Mendez with Jamaica House Weekly. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is currently in Guyana for the 37th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM. Mr. Holness left on Sunday for the July 4 to 6 meeting, being chaired by Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit of Dominica. Prime Minister Holness is expected to discuss with his regional counterparts, among other things, regional security, the CARICOM single market and economy, free movement within CARICOM, and Brexit. In his absence, Dr. Horace Chang is in charge of government.
I wish to welcome the Kingston Freeport Terminal Limited and its parent institutions, including CMA CGM, to Jamaica. We expect that the concessionaire will bring world-class technology and know-how to bear on the redevelopment of Kingston Container Terminal.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness welcoming the new concessionaires at a function marking the divestment of the Kingston Container Terminal KCT Friday. The concession agreement was finalized on June 30, paving the way for the KCT to operate the terminal for the next 30 years. Mr. Holness informed that all 834 employees of the KCT were made redundant and redundancy payments made, with employment being offered to all eligible employees and former technical staff of the Shipping Association of Jamaica.
Many more jobs are to be created if we are able to attract the manufacturing and trading firms to establish their logistic operations in Jamaica, taking advantage of our ideal location at the center of a hemisphere of over 800 million people and a workforce that is capable of meeting and exceeding international productivity standards.
On Thursday, Prime Minister Holness lauded the men and women who serve in the household workers industry.
Service is a powerful product. It is not a commodity. It is valuable. We must never confuse service with servitude.
The Prime Minister was speaking at the 2016 Grace Kennedy Heather Littlewhite Household Worker Championships. Michael Lawson and Millicent Clunis walked away with top honors, each receiving cash prizes of $300,000, an account with $30,000, a $25,000 gift voucher, and 1 year of financial assistance for a secondary school student worth $100,000. On June 28, the Prime Minister officially launched the CARICOM Review Commission, chaired by former Prime Minister Bruce Golding.
This is about strengthening Jamaica's position within the regional integration process, which is absolutely important for Jamaica's economic growth and development for the next 50 years.
In 6 months, the Commission will submit a report after evaluating the effects that Jamaica's participation in CARICOM has on its economic growth and development. The Commission will also analyze CARICOM's performance against the goals and objectives outlined in the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas, assess the value of Jamaica's membership in CARICOM, and review the dispute settlement provisions. The members will have their first meeting tomorrow at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. Minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, Daryl Vaz, was also on the go this past week. Making his contribution to the sectoral debate in Parliament Tuesday, Mr. Vaz announced plans to remove the red tape from $800 billion in investment projects, which are to provide some 80,000 jobs.
Projects such as the Cassava project by Heineken in Jamaica here, P.A. Benjamin, who has an expansion plan for $25 million. Mr. Speaker, I can say to you, with my intervention and working with the other ministers and relevant agencies, you can rest assured that I will do everything to make sure that we get these projects out of the pipeline and get new projects on it.
The minister also announced that the downtown development area has been expanded to include sections of Kingston and Port Royal.
The current downtown Kingston incentive area extends north to North Street, west to Beacon Street, south to Ocean Boulevard, and east to Paradise Street. The proposed extension areas extend west to East Avenue, north to Connolly Avenue, east to Hillside Crescent, and south along the coastline.
And Minister Vaz gave updates on the Cannabis Licensing Authority receiving 200 applications from interested investors and plans to outline the boundaries of the cockpit country. Prime Minister Holness also held high-level meetings at Jamaica House this past week. On Thursday, he met with the Partnership for Jamaica team, members of the National Road Safety Council and the Economic Growth Council. Before that, Mr. Holness chaired a meeting of the National Disaster Council. At the meeting held Tuesday, the Prime Minister received an update on the island's preparedness for the 2016 Atlantic hurricane season and other unforeseen disasters. Also on Tuesday, the Prime Minister said farewell to the outgoing Indian High Commissioner. And on the passing of former Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Patrick Manning, Prime Minister Holness hailed the former Prime Minister as a stalwart in seeking the CARICOM ideal. Mr. Holness said Manning contributed to regional security as well as the growth and development of a strong Caribbean society. He said the former Prime Minister will be remembered for his fearless commitment and dedication to achieving a better quality of life for the citizens of the Twin Island Republic. The Prime Minister also extended condolences to Manning's family and the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And that's it for this week's edition of Jamaica House Weekly. We return next time with the latest news coming out of the office of the Prime Minister.